go ahead and move on here. We've got some interesting topics to cover over on Cardano. Cardano, as you guys know, is one of our more commonly covered cryptocurrencies here on the channel, and it's for good reason. I think it's a fantastic project. We've talked about a lot that Cardano is a major contender to Ethereum, and Cardano has the ability to start gobbling up some market share from Ethereum if Ethereum doesn't manage to get its act together with the IP 1559 and 2.0. So over the last couple of days, we've seen a lot of parallel movement between Cardano and between the Bitcoin market, just because whenever the market starts to bottom out, you typically find that the market is going to move together, and we're seeing just that happen right now. Cardano is moving at the same time. I'm muting my phone. I'm so sorry, guys. My bad. Very unprofessional. That's okay. That's Hashoshi messaging me on Twitter. We're probably going to do a collaboration of some kind this week.
Satoshi Nakamoto?
Not Satoshi, Hashoshi.
Oh, okay.
Hashoshi. He's a friend of mine that we met on the around the blockchain.
That's what I should name the turtle.
Hashoshi?
No, Satoshi Nakamoto.
Drop a 1 in chat if Smay should name his turtle Satoshi Nakamoto. That would be pretty funny. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying here on Cardano is that we've seen a double bottom. We saw a double bottom down here around $1. You guys know that we have been setting $1 as our major level of support for quite some time. Unfortunately, we were in a descending triangle pattern here on Cardano, as we saw on several of the other charts. The good news is, however, it looks like we're actually about to see a bullish breakout. On the log chart and on the auto chart, the linear chart that is, we are seeing a breakout above that downtrending level of resistance. I'm going to use the log chart just because that's what I always use, but you can see right here, if I redraw that, we are currently breaking north. This is a very good sign for anyone who is invested in Cardano, and it makes a lot of sense technically. Looking down on the 4-hourly chart, we can see that there was an inverse head and shoulders pattern in play here. Now, it's not the most beautiful inverse HNS in history, but it is definitely an inverse head and shoulders pattern nonetheless, and we've seen it play out with this rally on Cardano. We've seen Cardano rally all the way up to $1.40 over the last couple of days. And if we look at Lux Algo here, I believe it's about to flash a sell signal. No, we have a buy signal active right now. I'd be careful of this one because we are seeing a little bit of a slump right now in the market. We saw this sell signal up here, this buy signal right here. So Lux Algo is giving some good signals here. But if we look at the volume, we can see the volume is relatively low. And that is something that I am concerned about. We're seeing a big rally here on Cardano, but we're not seeing a lot of volume to back it up the way that we would like to see. If we look at the 20 exponential moving average, you can see we're currently testing it as support. For any of you scalpers or any of you intraday traders, you're going to want to pay close attention to this 20 daily EMA. If Cardano is able to sustain itself above this, then you should definitely follow this buy signal on Lux Algo. If we start breaking south here, though, we're almost certainly going to see a sell signal on Lux Algo and start seeing a move to the downside. So pay close attention to that 20 exponential moving average. It is the most important thing that you can be looking at right now on Cardano. Looking out at the daily chart, we can also see that the market bottomed out here with a 9 flash on the TD sequential. We hit 9 flash on the 15th of July. We bottomed out down here and put a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern into motion, which allowed for us to go into a rally. And it went into a rally indeed, because in this after this bottom was placed, we saw Cardano rally here above the 20 daily EMA. That's a very good sign for anyone looking at the long-term perspective on Cardano, because breaking above the 20 daily EMA was obviously one of the final things that we needed to do to confirm that we were in a new uptrend. We have, however, seen 3 things in these 5 candlesticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, these 4 candlesticks that are very important. Number 1, we saw a green, red, green formation. That is bullish. Number 2, we've seen a very, very tall upper shadow, which is bearish. And then number 3, we're seeing a spinning top formation right here forming today, which is indecisive. So as far as the chart here on Cardano is concerned, there are bullish factors, there are bearish factors, and there are indecisive factors. What do we do in an instance where there is indecision in the technical indicators and we don't have a clear view on what should be happening next? Tim, this is something that we've talked about quite a bit. Do you want to go ahead and give a shot at what would you do whenever the market is giving you 2 or 3 different signals at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, you look at a lot of them. First of all, there's a lot of different answers, I guess we could say to this. The first thing is I would look at the trend. The trend is your friend until it ends. This point, crypto as a whole is in a uptrend. also, I would look at a lot of the indicators and look at what the most recent, what the biggest, most compelling are. A lot of times indicators can be, like you said, so for example, you were talking about the spinning top, very indecisive. If that spinning top was paired with a whole heck of a lot of bearish sentiment and bearish indicators, I would say that that spinning top is probably telling us we're about to reverse and go back down. If it's accompanied with a lot of bullish ones, I would say that spinning top is probably just a sticking point where we're consolidating and we're about to continue to rally up. In this case, I was looking at chat for a little bit, so I didn't hear every single thing you said. But when I'm looking at Cardano, I would put Cardano and say, I still think that we are moving bullish. I still think we're moving up, especially since right now, I haven't been paying way too much attention to Cardano news recently. So please don't, I could be wrong. Maybe something massive did happen, but there isn't necessarily a whole lot of brand new fundamental analysis that has changed that much about Cardano. What it's kind of been doing is sticking with the market. And as we were just looking at Bitcoin, and we can't do it today because we don't have time, but if we were to look at Ethereum's chart, we're also seeing bullish momentum on Ethereum's chart. I think that the entire market, the entire cryptocurrency market is moving upwards, moving bullish. So again, for all those reasons, I would say that we are still going to be trending bullish for Cardano.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think that just because we've seen so much bullishness coming out of Bitcoin, I think we're going to see the same thing coming out of the altcoins. Guys, whenever Bitcoin starts to make major trend shifting movements, as it has been doing over the last 7 days, generally speaking, you see the altcoins fall in lockstep. Right now, Bitcoin is leading the market. There was a time earlier this year where the altcoins were leading the market, where DeFi projects were leading the market. And that was a very good thing for anyone who was in those projects. Now, though, things have cooled off. There's not as much hype around DeFi and around the altcoins. And a lot of people are very excited about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin now seems to be leading the market. Where is it leading the market? It seems to be leading the market to the north.